Can you envision your deeds echoing across lifetimes, influencing your reincarnations? Today, let's dive into the captivating world of karma and rebirth, with stories from Hindu mythology. We'll explore how our actions in one life can shape our experiences in another. We'll be using the profound stories of Shri Ram, Krishna, Kaikeyi, Devaki, and Yashoda from the Ramayana and Mahabharata to illustrate these principles. This narrative will not only provide you with a better understanding of Hindu philosophy, but also offer insights into the universal law of cause and effect. The story of Shri Ram and his family. Shri Ram, the hero of the Ramayana, is an avatar of Lord Vishnu, the preserver in the Hindu Trinity. He is the son of King Dashrath, the righteous and elderly ruler of Ayodhya, who has three queens. Queen Kaushalya, the senior queen and mother of Shri Ram. Queen Kaikeyi, the youngest queen and mother of Bharat. As our story unfolds, we'll witness how Queen Kaikeyi's actions set the stage for Shri Ram's exile, creating ripples of cause and effect that echo through the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Queen Sumitra, the mother of Lakshmana and Shatrugna. Sita, Shri Ram's devoted wife. Lakshmana, Shri Ram's loyal younger brother, who accompanies him into exile. Bharat, Shri Ram's half-brother, who rules Ayodhya in Shri Ram's absence, but considers Shri Ram the rightful king. Shatrugna, the youngest brother, known for his loyalty. The 14-year exile of Shri Ram. King Dashrath decided to abdicate the throne in favor of his eldest and most beloved son, Shri Ram. This decision was met with joy and approval by the people of Ayodhya. However, Queen Kaikeyi, influenced by her maid mantra, grew fearful that her position and her son Bharat's future might be threatened by Shri Ram's ascension to the throne. Mantra instigated Kaikeyi by suggesting that Bharat should be king, and that Shri Ram's presence would endanger his rule. Years earlier, Dashrath had granted Kaikeyi 2 boons for saving his life during a battle. Seizing this opportunity, Kaikeyi reminded Dashrath of these boons and made her demands. First, Bharat to be crowned as the king of Ayodhya. Second, Shri Ram to be sent into exile in the forest for 14 years. King Dashrath was devastated, but was bound by his promise to Kaikeyi. His adherence to the principle of keeping one's word, even at great personal cost, reflects the high moral values of that era. Thus, Bharat was crowned as the king, while Shri Ram was sent to 14 years of Vanvas. Towards the end of Shri Ram's exile period, Kaikeyi realized the gravity of her mistake. She was filled with remorse for the suffering she had caused. In a moment of repentance, she asked Shri Ram for a boon, that when Shri Ram is reincarnated next time, she would be his mother. This request was granted, setting the stage for her rebirth as Devaki in the Mahabharata era. The story of Lord Krishna and his family. Krishna, the central figure of the Mahabharata and the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is the 8th avatar of Lord Vishnu. He was born to Devaki and Vasudeva in Mathura. Vasudeva, Krishna's father, was a nobleman of the Yadav clan. Devaki, Krishna's mother, was the sister of King Kans. Rohini, another wife of Vasudeva, was the mother of Balaram, Krishna's elder brother. Nanda and Yashoda were Krishna's foster parents who raised him in Gokul. The birth of Krishna. A divine prophecy foretold that the 8th son of Devaki would cause the death of her brother, King Kans. Terrified, Kans imprisoned Devaki and her husband Vasudeva and killed their first 6 children. Krishna was born in the prison as the 8th child. On the night of Krishna's birth, the prison guards fell asleep, and the prison doors unlocked mysteriously. Vasudeva, guided by divine intervention, carried him across the Yamuna River to Gokul, where he was raised by Nanda and Yashoda, while Devaki continued to spend time in prison. It was later that Krishna returned to Mathura, confronted Kans, and fulfilled the prophecy by killing him, thus restoring Dharma. Later on, he freed his mother from imprisonment. The encounter between Devaki and Krishna. After enduring years of suffering, Devaki sought answers from Krishna about her hardships. She asked, "Krishna, even though you were a god, why did I have to spend 14 years in jail? Why did you remain with Yashoda and not come to save me sooner?" Krishna, embodying divine wisdom, gently reminded Devaki of her past life as Kaikeyi. He explained, "Mother, did you consider the consequences when you demanded your boons from Dashrath to send Shri Ram into exile for 14 years? The pain you experienced as Devaki was a result of your actions as Kaikeyi. It was your karma. When you orchestrated my vanvas, or exile as Shri Ram, you set off a series of events that eventually led to the defeat of Ravan, restoring Dharma. Yet, the personal suffering you caused had to be balanced in the cosmic order. Devaki realized that her sufferings were the result of her actions, or karma, in her previous life as Kaikeyi. The law of karma, which states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, was at work. Krishna continued, Kaushalya, who was deprived of her son during the exile, also faced the sorrow of her husband's death. As a result, she was reborn as Yashoda, who was blessed to experience the joy of raising me, Krishna, during my childhood for the same period of 14 years. This is why, even today, people remember me as Yashoda's child, and not as Devaki's son. This balance is the essence of karma. Nothing can stand between an individual and their karma. The role of Kaikeyi beyond the Ramayana. Kaikeyi's rebirth as Devaki highlights the inevitable law of karma. Her actions in one life led to consequences in another, illustrating the interconnectedness of actions and their repercussions across lifetimes. Similarly, Kaushalya's rebirth as Yashoda showcases the balancing act of karma, where her deprivation in one life led to joy and fulfillment in another. Conclusion: the universal law of cause and effect. To conclude, let's turn to the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. This verse underscores the principle that while we have control over our actions, we do not control the outcomes. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.